Hello, it's me, Nancy, today. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about interpersonal relationships and how to forgive somebody. Sometimes people take advantage of you. They use you for their own gain. And you unknowingly allow them to because you trust them, right? People that are close to you and you trust, they are the most likely ones to take advantage of you, actually. But maybe that's not true. No, maybe that's not true at all. Anyway, when that happens, your first reaction is probably anger. Now, anger is a secondary emotion that covers pain. So you probably don't notice it, but your first reaction is actually probably pain or hurt that you've been betrayed. Your trust has been violated. And then you don't even notice that feeling because our makeup, we are so easily, we don't notice the pain and we just jump right into anger. We're really angry with what they've done. And then our reactions can be anything from confronting the person to, I don't know, there's many ways to react. Some people bury their emotions and just hate someone for years, you know. They just never talk to that person again. Well, I would like to put forth a alternative solution. The alternative to all those feelings is to forgive. Now, forgiving does not mean putting yourself out there so that you can have that happen to you again. You're smarter now that you've been through this. Just like a child learns that when they reach up and touch the burner on the stove, it burns their fingers. And what do? Do they do it again? No. So that's how we learn. And the same with people. We learn, we consider the source, and we just be careful in the future not to let these things, you know, not to put ourselves out there so far. It's very easy to say, but it's really hard to live. Anyway, but how to forgive? You know, forgiving is quite different from reacting, right? Reacting angrily or anything. But one easy way to forgive is to consider the source. You can say to yourself, that is just the way that person is. That is one of the things that person does. Now, not that that person is a worse person than you are, because we all sin. And I sin differently than you sin. We all sin differently. And sometimes other sins bump into us and hurt us. But the way to forgive is to just think of it as, it's okay, this is the way this person lives their life. That's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing, it's the way that person is. And so if you can just put everybody in a little box in your mind, they've got their own little, you know, all these things that this person says and does are just a statement of this person's being. It's not a reflection on you. I mean, everything seems to be a reflection on you because it's done to you, right? Or in spite of you, or whatever it is. Or behind your back. But it is important to just consider the source and let it be. Let go of it. Take a deep breath, let go of it, and move on. It's probably a good idea for a while, to put barriers, you know, physical barriers between yourself and this person so you don't have to see this person. Or, you know, if it's a person in your house, you just spend less time there. Or if it's a person that you see at the store, you know, you go to a different store. And just make changes in your own life. Just had to check what that was, sorry. Oh dear. It's very hard to live with having been really hurt. You know, to be lied to. And it just changes the way you feel about that person. It changes everything. There was somebody that I had to deal with in my life, and I just, instead of referring to them by their name, I just, you know, gave a general name to them. Like the neighbors instead of which neighbor. Or the kids. Well, no, you can't. Not about your kids, but. Anyway, I know many of you carry around a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. And a lot of you are in really terrible relationships. You don't have a blissful marriage at all. You know, you're just surviving by your fingertips. That's one way to do it, is to consider the source and smile and try not to be where they can bring you down. Alrighty then, was that helpful? I made a video earlier on the same subject, and it's amazing how God works. The sound didn't work on the video. And so now it's been a few hours later and I'm making this video and my feelings are much mellower. The pain and sting are gone. I have been trying to just let go. And so now the video is much different, which is good. It's very good. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.